Hello, Connective. We have another segment for the Energy Oracle cards. I'm going to ask the Energy Oracle cards what we need to know today. Just one card. That is like 5. Just one card out of the deck. These aren't super slick, but they're, they have a little bit of a coat on them. I should be able to get just one. Okay. Okay. Get this on. Walking away. Before I say a word, I'm just I'm gonna read it. Let's see what the card wants to say. The reason why I read these is because sometimes someone will say something to me, and like they'll use a word like patience. Like, you have to have patience. And I'll say to them something like, "I have patience," and then I'll do I'll go home and I'll do a reading like that day or the next day or whatever. And the cards that come out, like if I decide to, because I read them intuitively, but sometimes I'll go, what does that card mean, And I'll get the book out. And what I found is a lot of times, like the cards on the table and what I read in the book, like 2 or 3 cards on the table will have the word patience in the book. And so sometimes if I'm not getting the message, the book will help me get the message. But also, I don't know if I said it in another video, but I kind of want to do this in a way to where you don't have to buy this deck of cards if you don't want to. You get to see the card and you get to know what the card says. So, so let me go ahead and read it to you. Letting go, moving on. This card shows someone walking away from an existing situation. She is closing the gate behind her and is walking away into a misty, unknown future. This card upright reveals that it could be time for you to make a similar decision. There may be something that you're finished with, perhaps a career goal, a relationship, or a long-term experience of any kind. The familiarity of the situation may be enticing, but you're now ready to look at your options on the open road ahead. In reality, an important new beginning is at hand. This card also indicates that now would be a good time to let go of an old habit, emotional pattern, or false belief. No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may be, you now have the power to release it and move on to a freer, healthier way of thinking and relating to yourself and others. Whether it's in the inner or outer world, this card is telling you that you have the readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. All right. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought I was going to say. But I'm glad I read it because it helps help me keep straight what I have to say, in the hopes that I don't forget something and the card comes out again. In different tarot card readings from different people lately, a similar story has been coming out. Some people are getting ready to wake up and some other people are getting ready to ascend, and a lot of times in order to move that forward, take that forward step, or even like after you take that forward step, sometimes this happens where people will lose relationships, they'll lose friends, people will just drop off, like they'll literally just like lose their phone number or something. But more importantly, like sometimes it's groups of things, or it's a job, like something you really feel like you need and you go, what the hell, and it just sort of like abruptly ends, and it's because it's time for a new cycle. It's time for that. If you're getting ready to say, like, if you're getting ready to elevate, and you have a bunch of people around you, like draining people around you, or people who they're the type of person that when you get like whatever it is you're getting, like let's just say it's a lot of money. Let's just say you're going to create something, anything, could be anything, that's just going to make a lot of money. What'll happen is the gold diggers that are around you, they'll fall away before your money comes because they have to. First of all, if you have a blessing coming in, they can't have it. They're not allowed. So a lot of times what happens is they might get pushed or moved to walk away, but if for some reason you're hanging on to the situation, your blessing, you're going to block it, wait, and it's going to wait for you to walk away from that relationship because something needs to fall away, something needs to be let go of. This is the message that's been out there, in the world, like in the last month, to let go of things, to let the endings happen. Like if it's you're holding on to something that you're done with, it's not serving you anymore. I mean, you hold on to things that don't serve you anymore. You can't let other things that can serve you or will serve you in, because there's too much stuff. The less I have, the more I gain. When you get rid of stuff, you clean out your closet, you have more room for other clothes. So sometimes you're supposed to have like people around you who are supportive or who are better than the people that you have around you. And they won't come in until these other people, you let it go. And it doesn't have to be a person. It can be a job. It can be some habit that you have that's keeping you from doing something that you like to do. Say you're supposed to be jogging, like you have a dream, you're supposed to be running marathons or something, but after you're done at your regular job, when you go home, all you really have the energy to do is sit on the couch and eat bonbons. It's that thing that you have to let go of. That's the thing that you have to walk away from. So it could be anything. But this card is coming out like what it is you're supposed to be walking away from. So something else will probably come out that highlights it too. Until we meet again.